What's up, guys? Your bro Rich here again. Today in this video, I'm back with another car explanation video for y'all. Sorry about that. Just can't even talk that well. Ow. Ow. Accidentally whacked myself in the mouth. Hurts my teeth. Oh my god. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Anyways, so with that being said, let's get started. So today, like I said, I'm back with another car explanation video for y'all, and today I'll be talking about the next car, which is the Dodge Super Bee. So without any further ado, let's begin. So overviews first, so let's do it. So manufacturers by Chrysler Corporation of 1968 and 1980, and Daimler Chrysler of 2007, and Chrysler LLC of both 2008 and 2009. Production was from 68, 71, 70, 80 in Mexico only, 07, 09, and 2012, 2013. Body and chassis next. The class was a body and chassis next. The class was a muscle car. The class was a muscle car. And layout is front motor rear wheel drive. So the Super Bee is a mid-size muscle car. Marketed by Dodge. Which was produced for the 68 through 71, model years. In Mexico, the Super Bee models. So the Super Bee's based on a compact Chrysler platform, and was marketed from 1970 until 1980. The Super Bee model name returned on versions of the Dodge Charger LX 4-door sedans for the 07, 08, 09, 2012, 2013, and 2023 model years. Starting off with the first one is the 6870 Chrysler B platform. So overview for that is first. So let's do it. So production was from 6870 assembler. So sorry. Production was from 6870. Assembly was in Newark, the city of Newark, Newcastle County, Delaware. Home of the University of Delaware, located 8 miles west-southwest of Wilmington and 28 miles southwest of Philadelphia. So yeah, assembly was at Newark, Delaware. Body and chassis next. The platform's a B body. So B body. It's related to the Dodge Coronet, Plymouth Satellite, Dodge Charger, Plymouth Roadrunner, GTX, and Belvedere. Powertrain is next. So we got the motor. So we got 3 different versions. We got all or V8. So the first one we got is the 6.3 liter 383 Magnum, 7 liter 426 Hemi, the iconic V8, and the 7.2 liter 440 6-pack, not offered in 1968, unfortunately. Power output is next. For the horsepower, for the Magnum, it made 335 horsepower, the 6-pack 390, and for the Hemi, 425 horsepower. Now the torque. For the Magnum, it's 425 pound-feet, 576 Newton meters. So for the Magnum, for torque is 425 pound-feet, 576 Newton meters. For both the 6-pack and Hemi, 490 pound-feet, 664 Newton meters. Transmission, we got gearboxes. We got both a 4-speed manual and a 3-speed, and 4-speed manual and a 3-speed torque flight auto. Dimensions only wheelbase. It just goes in at 2972 millimeters. 2972 millimeters. Say 2972 millimeters. Dead on straight at 117 inches. Um, so yeah, the Super B's. Let's see here. So the Super B's. A mid-sized muscle car. So the Super B is a mid-sized muscle car, marketed by Dodge, which was produced from which was produced for this. So the Super B is a mid-sized muscle car. So the Super B is a um, mid-sized muscle car marketed by Dodge, which was produced for the 68 through 70, 68 through 71 model years. In Mexico, the Super B model was based on a compact Chrysler platform and was marketed from 1970 until 1980. The Super B model name returned on versions of the Charger LX four-door sedans for the 2007, 8, 9, 12, 13, and 23 model years. First one is the 1968 1970 Chrysler B platform. So, the original Super B, the original Super B was based on the Dodge Coronet two-door coupe, and it was produced from 68 until 1970. It was Dodge's low-priced, so cheapest muscle car, and both rebranded and mildly distinguished from the Plymouth Roadrunner. The origin of the name Super B has its basis in the B body, so B body designation pertinent to Chrysler's mid-sized cars, including both the Roadrunner and Charger. First, 1968. Plymouth's Roadrunner sales were enough to have Dodge division general manager Robert McCurry, Dodge division general manager, request a similar model from the Dodge styling office. Senior designer Harvey J. Wynn with an so Winn won a contest with the name Super B and a new logo design based on the Dodge Scat Pack B medallion. Excuse me. The design of the first Super B is influenced by the '68 Coronet convertible and the show car's interiors built by the Alexander brothers. The show cars introduced at the '68 Detroit Auto Show. Although the two cars are similar, although the two cars are similar, in external appearance, the Super B is slightly heavier, approximately 65 pounds, right around 30 kilos, and rode on a 117-inch wheelbase compared to the Roadrunner's 116-inch wheelbase, so an inch longer than the 116 Roadrunner's wheelbase. In addition to minor external differences, such as larger rear wheel openings, the bumblebee tail stripe, and fancier grille and the taillight ornamentation, the Super B also used um, actual die-cast chrome plated B medallions. These 3D medallions were prominently mounted in a raised position in the grille hood area and the trunklet taillight area of the car throughout the first 3 years of production. The Super B used a dash cluster from the Charger, while the four-speed manual cars received a Hurst Competition Plus shifter with a Hurst linkage. This shifter compared to the Roadrunner's cheaper inland shifter and linkage. So so cheaper inline. So this shifter compared to the Roadrunner's cheaper inland shifter and linkage, due to the higher quality accessories Super B, attached to the Super B. The car sold at a higher price in comparison to the Plymouth version, and this had a had a bad effect on sales. The Super B is available with the Hemi motor, so with the Hemi V8. This option raised the price by 33%, and 125 were sold. The 68 model is available only as a two-door coupe with two motor options. So the 68 model is available only as a two-door coupe with two motor options. The base 335 horsepower, 6.3 liter 383 Magnum, and the 7 liter 426 Hemi rated at 400 rated at so and the 7 liter 426 Hemi 7 liter 426 Hemi rated at 425 horsepower. The Super B included a heavy duty suspension, optional 4-speed Mobar A833, so an optional 4-speed Mobar A8 4-speed Mobar A833 manual and high performance, and so 4-speed Mobar A8 33 so a 4-speed Mobar, so an optional 4-speed Mobar 4-speed Mobar A833 manual and high performance tires. Outside, a stripe with the B logo was wrapped around the tail. Next, 1969. A hardtop version joined the existing pillared coupe body in 69, and the front and rear ends received revisions. The front end featured a more aggressive design with a squeezed appearance to the surround of the headlights and in towards the central grille section, while the rear end featured new horizontally themed taillights. A new optional twin twin scooped air induction hood, known as so a new optional twin scooped air induction hood, known as the Ram Charger, became available. This particular option's coded N96 and was the counterpart to the Roadrunner's Coyote Duster air induction hood. The Ram Charger hood featured forward-facing scoops, a six-pack, three two-barrel Holley carburetors, version of Dodge's 7.2 liter 440 V8. 7.2 liter 440 V8 was added to the offering list mid-year, rated at 4,700 RPM for power, 3,600 for torque, 390 horsepower, and 490 pounds. So 390 horsepower and 490 pound-feet, 664 newton meters of torque. Add an extra 2, you get 666, the devil's number. So 4700 RPM for 4700 RPM for power, and 3600 for torque, 390 horsepower and 490 pound-feet, 664 newton meters of torque. Add an extra 2 newton meters more, you get 666, the devil's number. The option code for this was A12, which changed the fifth digit of the VIN to M. These special order mid 69 Super Bs are known as A12 M code cars. The A12 pack also equipped the cars with a Dana 60 axle with a 4.10 or 4.10 gear ratio, heavy duty automatic or a 4-speed manual, and a lift off flat black or matte black scooped hood. So matte black scooped hood. Other components to the A12 pack included heavy duty internal motor parts, black steel wheels with performance G70 by 15 tires, and heavy duty 11-inch drum brakes. So heavy duty 11-inch drum brakes. Drum brakes. A total of 1,907 of those A12 M code of 440 six pack 1969 mid 69 Dodge Super Bs were produced. This option fell halfway between the standard V8 and the Hemi as a 400 so this option fell 50% between the standard V8 and the Hemi as a $463 option. The 69 model year included the base the base 6.3 liter the base 6.3 liter 383 Magnum, 7.2 liter 440 six pack, and the 7 liter 426 Hemi. The 7.2 liter 44 Magnum, 4 barrel, so with a 4 barrel carburetor, 4 BBL, 4 barrel big block, I think, was reserved for the Coronet RT. Next, 1970. For the 1970 model, for the 70 model, the Super B received a redesign and a new front end that consisted and a new front end that cons- new front end that consisted front end new front end that consist new front end that consisted of a twin looped front bumper that Dodge Public Relations or DPR referred to as Bumblebee wings. Sales fell, unfortunately, for that year from 15,504 not for sorry 15,506 in 1970 to 5,054 in 1971. So that was 10,500 10,548, somewhere around there. So from 15,506 in 1970 to 5,054 in 1971, because of or in spite of this new look. With another sales pressure coming from higher insurance rates for performance cars. This so another sales pressure coming from higher insurance rates for performance cars. The similar Roadrunner, Plymouth Roadrunner and Duster, both experienced similar sales issues. In addition to the new looks, motor choices. So in addition to the new looks, in addition to the new looks, motor choices and Ram Charger hood carried over from 1969. The 1970 cars from Dodge featured several new or improved options. For example, a C-stripe variant of the Bumble Stripe was offered, in addition to the new high-back bucket seats, steering column mounted ignition, and a pistol grip Hurst shifter on 4-speed and a pistol grip Hurst shifter on 4-speed models. Now for the motors, we got a what was it? So there's 3 versions. We got the first 2 are from 68 to 70, whereas the last one is from 69 to 70. So for the first one, we got a 6.3 liter. So there's 3 different versions of the V8. So we got the 6.3 liter 383. So 6.3 liter 383 Magnum with 335 horsepower and 425 pound-feet, 576 newton meters. And from that same year, we got a 7-liter 426 Hemi with 425 horsepower and 490 pound-feet, 664 newton meters. And from 1969 to 1970, we got a 7.2 liter 440 six-pack V8 with 390 horsepower and the same torque as a 7-liter 426 Hemi V8. Production in 1968 they produced between they produced between 7,717 to 7,700 so 7,717 to 7,800 and so 7,717 to 78 so 7,717 to 7,842 of those 383s and 125 of those 426 Hemis. In 1969 they produced between 25,000 and 25,727 to 27,800 of those 383s, 1,907 of those 1907 of those 446 packs, and 166 of those 420s, and 166 of those 426 Hemis. And in 1970 they produced 15,506. All right, so for my next video will be about the 1971 Chrysler B platform. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.